Hey MCE crew, today we're going to talk about a conversation I had with a friend of mine who this conversation, in his point of view, was emblematic of so many Americans who do not understand how this economy works and refuse to understand how it works because it hurts their feelings. And so as a result, they stay mired in a situation where they can't reach their full economic potential. I want you to avoid that. So we're going to have this conversation today. I'm going to tell you what me and my friend talked about. This guy's a good guy, okay? In fact, he's a firefighter. So I don't want you to think that, this is in any way, vitriolic or malicious with regard to him. He's a good guy. He just doesn't understand the economy, which is a situation of tens of millions of Americans. So before we get into it, go ahead and like the video, share this with someone you think will find it valuable. Also, I want you to hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, then I thank you. And as I always say, you know what's coming next. If you don't like this content, look, I get it. Let us know, though. Hit the thumbs down twice. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into this. So, I was having a discussion with a friend of mine. He's a firefighter. He's a career firefighter. He and I used to be volunteer firefighters together. I've never been a career firefighter. I was a volunteer firefighter in EMT. In any event, he and I were volunteers together. Then he went on and got into the career department. And today, he was bitching and complaining about how he doesn't make a lot of money as a firefighter. Tried to explain to him, well, man, look, you are a municipal employee. Unless you plan on running for county executive, the prospects of you making a lot of money are really not too good. It's just the way things are. This is a taxpayer-funded endeavor. And so, didn't like that at all. Went on to tell me how he had 17 certifications. Yeah, certifications in firefighting. What corporation needs that? None, because if JP Morgan catches on fire, they're going to call the taxpayer-funded fire department to put it out. Okay? This position also is a dirty little secret about firefighting that you might not understand if you watch shows like Chicago Fire and if you were a fan of other firefighting type of shows or movies like Backdraft. Fires don't happen that often, okay? The life of a firefighter is spent sitting around the firehouse, training, eating, okay, watching lots of television and movies, and on occasion, a fire will happen and will go, or a car accident. More often than not, it's a car accident or a sick person where you got to take the medic unit. All right, and yeah, these things happen, and it's very pleasing to see those lights roll up and you know that you're going to be out of danger soon. I get that piece of it. But here's how the economy works, and I was trying to tell him this. When you can do something extraordinary, you are compensated appropriately. So I gave my friend this example, LeBron James. And I gave him that example because he's a big fan of LeBron. And I said, LeBron is paid a lot of money based on his skill level. Sorry for all the movement, guys. He's compensated based on his skill level. He makes a lot of money because very few people on earth can do what he does. I said, now look, I was a volunteer firefighter and you're a career firefighter. And look, let's just be honest about it. This is not something that, only a very few people on earth can do. In fact, in America, most firefighters are volunteers. They do it for free. All right. So you're never going to have a situation where people do things for free and then you're going to have somebody else doing that same thing getting compensated, a tremendous amount of money, especially when you're dealing with something that's funded by the government, by a local government especially. So my advice to him, I said, hey, look, man, if you want to make more money, you need to cultivate your business. He has a business. And I told him, I said, that's where your money is. It's not in the county government. You're never going to make any money being an employee. The paradigm is just not arranged like that. It's not supposed to work like that. When you're an employee, what you do is you trade time for discounted dollars. And the reason why you discount those dollars is because you're not taking the risk. Okay. You didn't have to go out and buy all of the equipment to do whatever kind of job is being done. You didn't have to take any loans out. You're not legally responsible. In exchange for all of that, you get to make discounted dollars. Okay. It's just as simple as that, since you don't take any of those risks or incur any of those costs. And what you're doing, and I told him this, what you're doing in essence is you are exchanging your most valuable non-renewable resource, time, for, again, discounted dollars. And I am not criticizing him for that. Okay. Some people choose, that's something that some people choose to do. They say, I don't want to take all the risk inherent in starting a business. I want to work a job, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that until you start acting like, the fire department is supposed to, or whatever job has a responsibility to pay you more simply because you want it. All right. Simply because your lifestyle now demands it. Sorry, it don't work like that. So again, I told him, I said, cultivate your business. Okay. Build up your business. And then you can realize an unlimited income. You can also build your business to the point where you're not personally responsible for coming in every day and exchanging your effort for dollars. Okay. If you can expand your business efficiently. He didn't want to hear it, basically. He went on, told me about how he's got 17 certificates. Certificates in what? Firefighting? Okay. All right. Well, if JP Morgan catches on fire, they're going to call the fire department. They don't have a, chief fire and rescue officer sitting up in the C-suite. They're going to call the municipal fire department. Your certifications only mean something to the county. They may mean something to another county, but they're not going to mean anything in the larger market. Again, volunteers do it for free. There is no shortage of young people who are trying to get in to a fire department for a job. Okay. You get in, you get a secure, relatively secure employment. And here's the other little dirty secret. Firefighting ain't that dangerous when you look at the amount of deaths that actually occur in the line of duty. And it's tragic when firefighters do die. Okay. It's tragic when people die. But deep sea fishing and being a lumberjack, cutting down these trees, is far more dangerous than being a firefighter. All right. So not even that piece of it can help you bump that compensation up. Okay. So this, again, is so emblematic of people who just refuse to understand how this economy is set up and how it actually works. It's just crazy. I think he got a little pissed off, and that's fine. He and I have been pissed off at each other before. We'll be pissed off at each other again. But I think, and he's a smart guy, so I know he understands this. I just think it was a tough pill for him to swallow because he's invested a lot of effort and time. And he's very passionate about firefighting. And that brings me to my last point. Passion and compensation are oftentimes two different things. Okay. I'm very passionate about quantum physics. All right. But I study it in my spare time. I'm not out here trying to make a living at it. Okay. Because my thrust is financial independence. I'm trying to be, really, 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 really rich. And I haven't met any or heard of any quantum physicists who are really, 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 really rich. Okay. And why do I want to be rich? Because I want freedom. I want to be able to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. I want to sail the Atlantic. That takes me actually having to go out and purchase a sailboat, which ain't cheap. All right. So I'm not in it to be flashy. In fact, I'm not a flashy guy, but I'm not in it for that. And I'm not criticizing you if you are in it for that. Okay. I'm just saying I want freedom, and freedom costs money a lot of times. Now, I could be a nomad and go up and live in a cabin in the woods in Alaska and hunt for food. And that's a version of freedom, but it ain't my version. Okay. So look, bottom line is this. If you want financial freedom, if you want to be compensated based on your worth, what you think you're worth, there's only one way to get that done. And that's to open a business of your own. And, sky's the limit then. Okay. All right, guys, so that's about it. I'm out here. It's beautiful. It's not hot today, thank God. Uh, and I'm just enjoying life. So I'll talk to you soon.